This is the instructional video for the Ayres design, sound and light floor. It's a wonderfully interactive floor that is instantly responsive to the most sensitive touch, yet it can be jumped on by the heaviest adult or trundled over by people in wheelchairs. Let's first of all get you aware of the control for the sound and light floor. The little touchpad here is the program button. We've got the instrument control right here. Here we've got the volume control for the sound, and we've got the enter button, which is effectively the on-off button there. We can also show background lighting as well on the little button here, but I'll go into more detail on that one a little later on. So what we need to do now is switch the unit on, and in basic mode we are ready to go. But what you might want to do is select a sound. Here is the instrument button, and if I go up you can see number 2, El piano, that's short for electric piano. Number 3, xylophone. Number 4, percussive organ, and so on. You can see all the different sounds. And of course when you step on a panel, now not only will you get a light, but you will also get a sound. So I'm going to choose number 11, rain effect. So let's try a different one this time. How about a bassoon? Another thing to note is the volume control, which is there. And what you'll find is you can turn it up or you can turn it down. The up arrow increases the volume, the down arrow decreases the volume. And you can see the readout for the volume control in the LCD panel. And it's a really good idea at this moment in time to just have a walk around, play with the sounds and just see what you can make it do. Now what we want to do is go to mode number 2. So the first thing to do is to press the enter button, and you will see that will go to off. Now we can press the program button up once, and it says number 2, basic, random, and then off and piano. So this is going to play a piano. Remember, you can change the instrument should you want to, but let's just go back to piano for this particular one. I'll press enter to switch it on, and then we're ready to go. Step on each panel and it lights up and gives a note or sound effect. The same as program 1, but each panel is a different sound and colour the next time you step on it. There is no pattern to the colour sequence, it's totally random. The next mode is program number 3, and it's called Fill the Floor. So let's start by pressing enter and switching off the program that we're on. The program button, press it once to go up, and you can see it says 3, fill the floor. And if you remember now, we need to switch it on. So now step on the panels and each panel will change colour, or if it's the first time, as you can see here, each panel will light up, and when you've completed it you get a rainbow and an applause. Something you may wish to adjust is the amount of time that you have to completely fill the floor. Now you can do this relatively easily. You switch it on there, and then you press the program button either up or down to adjust the time. So now the timer is on 13 seconds. Let's change it to 5 seconds. Now that would be really hard. So basically now I've got 5 seconds to fill all the panels on the floor. So now 5 seconds I've got to fill the whole floor, which may be a little bit quick, but this demonstrates what happens if you don't do it in time. Look at the panels at the front and you can see they're changing back to their original colour. So for some people, yes, 5 seconds is doable, but certainly for me, not a chance. So let's make that a little bit more realistic. If I go up, I'll go 10 seconds. Now, a little trick here. If you want to go to 30, why don't you just press the program button and keep your finger on it, and there it will scroll through and take you then to 30 seconds there. So I'm going to set this to 10 seconds, which will be very difficult, but let's give it a go and see if I can fill all the panels in 10 seconds. So that's it, we're ready to go. Now we're ready to look at the next mode of operation. If I press enter to switch this one off, and then the program button up once, it says Simon game. That's where I want to go next. So let's press enter and it's activated. A really clever feature on the Simon game is the fact that you can set the time that each panel lights up, therefore giving more time to observe the colour and the sound sequence. Let me show you how to do that. First of all, we go to on. Then it's the program button again, the one up here. I will touch it there and you can see down here it says the timer is on 0.75 seconds. Now, I'm just going to reactivate that by pressing the program button again, and I'll increase it to 2 seconds. Now this will give me a lot longer to recognise the sequence of events. You don't have to touch anything else, we're ready to go. So now you hear that sound, that was 2 seconds, it's giving me a lot longer. So that's giving the learner a lot more time to be able to understand the sequence of events. Right, let's go from the Simon game to the next mode. So with it switched off, I'll press the program button up and it says follow me. I'll press enter to switch it on. Every panel in the floor is going to light up one by one, and what I need to do is step on each one by one. And these are all lighting up in a random order. Let me show you some of the features within the Follow Me program. You'll see at the moment it says random down there. Now if I press the program button up once, it now says step. Now this is a little different because this is going to follow a particular sequence of colours. So now in step mode I've got blue. Then I've got purple, then I've got red, then I've got orange, yellow, then lime, then green, then turquoise, and then blue, and it goes on. So this could be really useful if you're looking at a colour story with a set series of colours, or maybe you're naming the colours and remembering the sequence as you go along. It could be really interesting. Just a couple of modes to go, and the next one is really easy. Let's turn off the Follow Me by pressing enter, and then let's go to the next mode, which is on program up, and then it says passive colour, and we're making a tuba sound. Well, actually there's no sound in this one, so let me just press enter. The colour is white at the moment, but I'll show you how to change that. So this will just help you wash the room with different colours. Let me show you how to change the colours, because maybe you don't want white. And this is really easy. In passive colour, go to the program button, press it up, and now you'll see it's blue. And the whole floor has gone blue. And this time we'll press purple, red, orange. Let's have a look at orange. So this could be really nice just for laying on and just feeling the colours. Let's switch that off. And let's go program up onto passive cycle, and we'll press enter to switch it on. And now you have a wonderful colour changing floor. Whilst you're watching your floor change, what you might wish to do is press this background on-off button, and this little button here will basically act as a dimmer. You just press it, there's 5 settings, and it will go from pretty dull to really quite bright. So you can just vary it with that. On to our last mode of operation. Let's switch off passive cycle and go program up, and you can see there I've got passive, rainbow, and then no sound. Let's go to enter and switch it on. So now the floor will just passively scroll through lots of different colours. This is really nice. No sound, no interaction when you walk on it, just beautiful colour changing lights in the floor. Once again, use the program key to change the amount of time the sound and light floor takes to change the colour of each panel. So you can make it go a lot faster, or you can really slow it down. There's 1 second. But some people may want it a little more passive. Let's take it up to 5 seconds and have something nice and slow. You can also change the brightness of the panels once again by adjusting them just by simply touching the background on or off buttons. This button also serves another purpose. Let me just press enter to switch it off, press program up, and this will take us back to basic, and then I can switch it on. Let me show you what happens if you put the background button on. It turns the panels white, but as I step on them, I'm back to my basic operation, but everything is lit. If I want to increase the brightness, then I need to press the background button again, and it will go a little brighter, again and again, and then it will go up to full brightness and then switch off. So you can set the amount of background light on the panel. If you've watched this video right away to the end, you're now a Ayres sound and light floor expert. Fantastic piece of equipment, and have fun with it.